This is the Oecs Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the Oecs today. In the headlines, strengthening border security was the main topic of discussion at the third meeting of the Oecs Council of Ministers for Immigration. The Oecs supports Grenada's efforts to advance the automation of border management. The Oecs and New Zealand sign a partnership agreement to boost geothermal energy development. The Oecs Commission and Direct Relief deliver life-saving emergency supplies to St. Lucia. Welcome to the weekly edition of the Oecs Newslink. I'm Jacques Kingston Compton. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or Oecs, convened the Third Council of Ministers for Immigration recently in Grenada. The meeting was chaired by Grenadian Prime Minister, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell. Prime Minister Mitchell called on governments in the region to collectively strengthen border security within national borders while facilitating the free movement of persons within the Oecs Economic Union.
Security concerns remain at the forefront of our efforts to allow for greater ease of movement. But within an environment of rising criminal activity, especially across our borders, there's an urgent need for legal and policy frameworks for addressing the occurrence of these ills. At the meeting today, we have the opportunity to bring forward towards full implementation the CARICOM Arrest Warrant Treaty and the relevant draft bill that will strengthen data sharing across our border agencies.
Director General of the Oecs, His Excellency Dr. Didicus Jules, delivered remarks at the Third Council of Ministers for Immigration, referencing the use of automated systems in border security efforts.
We've embarked on using online embarkation and ED forms, and that is helping to improve the procedures. But as I said, we need to move to a higher level of technology application and expand beyond just these basic systems to more automated systems to ensure all Oecs member states benefit from it.
To view the entire opening ceremony of the Oecs Third Council of Ministers for Immigration, visit the Oecs' YouTube channel. Speaking of advancements in border security, Grenada has received 6 state-of-the-art automated kiosk machines from the Oecs Commission. The initiative was supported by the European Union, or EU, through the Regional Integration through Growth Harmonization and Technology, or RIGHT program. This is part of an initiative aimed at strengthening border security and operational efficiency at the main entry points in the Oecs member states. More details in this video.
Comparing it with the performance of the immigration officers in contrast to the performance of the machines. And I recognize that the machine is doing twice as much as even the best officer that we have. When I look at the speed of processing, our fastest officer is able to turn out about 3,000 crossings for the period, whereas the kiosk machines were able to turn out over 6,000 crossings for the same period. So we recognize that the kiosk machines is valuable to our work here at the airport, and we do believe that with the 6 additional ones, we'll be able to process even more travelers in a very short space of time.
So once the passenger arrives, the passenger opens their passport to the data page. The data page is where your personal information and picture is at. So you gently insert, you press start on the screen first. Right? Face down, gently insert and hold. So the passenger information comes up on the screen, and the passenger checks to see if all the information is correct. Once so, proceed to press yes. So once the passenger selects yes, you stand at the front of the camera, you look straight up, take your picture. Once that happens, the receipt comes up at the top, you receive the receipt, and you proceed to customs. Very quick and efficient.
Advocate for small farmers Grenada's Sandra Ferguson has been recognized as an ICA leader of rurality of the Americas. Ms. Ferguson has worked for more than 30 years to advance small farmers in Grenada through the provision of credit access, technical support, and training. The Oecs and New Zealand signed a landmark partnership agreement to advance geothermal and renewable energy development in the region. The agreement aims to enhance the Oecs's capacity in geothermal energy production. This will contribute to the region's energy security and climate change mitigation efforts. The partnership is also expected to play a crucial role in advancing Oecs's renewable energy development, reducing dependency on imported fossil fuels, and enhancing climate resilience across the region. It will provide technical assistance to support the Oecs in developing geothermal generation. For the full story, go to the press room of the Oecs website. The Oecs, through its pooled procurement unit, has made a significant donation of 10 emergency medical packs to the Red Cross of St. Lucia and the St. Lucia Athletic Association, thanks to the humanitarian efforts of direct relief. More information in the next video.
Today we are here to deliver some supplies, and let me just say the origin of those supplies. So these supplies came from one of our benevolent partners, that's Direct Relief. And Direct Relief is an organization from the United States that helps in all sorts of disasters, and they do projects all over the world, especially in developing countries. And one of the things they do for Oecs Commission and the member states is they provide what we call emergency medical backpacks, which you can use to respond in emergencies. And they also deliver what we call hurricane preparedness packs in times of hurricane. So we have received several packages from Direct Relief, which we will be delivering today to a couple of our partners in St. Lucia, namely the Red Cross and also the Athletics Association of St. Lucia.
Thank you most kindly. Thank you. The St. Lucia Red Cross is very, very thankful to the Oecs for this gesture. We have worked assiduously in St. Lucia and even beyond. And one is saying this came a little too late, but as anything else, nothing is too late because the business continues. So what it has done for the St. Lucia Red Cross is to enhance our level of preparedness. And whilst we are waiting to use it, we are hoping that there'll be no storm, but we know now we are a little better prepared because of what has been done here this afternoon.
The Oecs Commission partnered with the EU Caribbean Nutrition Facility to host a regional workshop on the role of agricultural and fisheries censuses in agricultural development planning and food security in St. Lucia at the end of February. The workshop demonstrated the value of agricultural censuses as a decision-making tool contributing to planning, research, investment, and business decisions. Our final story, the Oecs Commission launches its monthly newsletter in French. The aim is to strengthen communication with French-speaking member states. Last year, the Commission upgraded the French website and launched a French newsroom and social media channels. For the full story, go to the press room of our Oecs website. Thanks for joining us for the Oecs Newslink. Don't forget to follow these stories on Oecs social media and our website, oecs.int.